The Truist Championship was intended to serve as the ultimate final preparation for the upcoming PGA Championship, a prestigious, high-stakes $20 million signature event that brings together the planet's elite golfers for an unforgettable showcase of skill and competition. Yet, what unfolded instead became a glaring representation of the deep-seated issues plaguing modern professional golf. Kristoffer Reitan, a rising Norwegian talent, secured his maiden victory on the PGA Tour, but his triumph was overshadowed by a heated rules controversy that has left the entire golf community calling for immediate reforms. Prominent analyst Wayne Riley has openly pushed for a significant adjustment to the existing regulations. Supporters and viewers alike are criticizing the tournament schedule as poorly planned and unsustainable. Meanwhile, the PGA Tour's entire signature event framework appears to be buckling under its own ambitious but flawed design. The golf landscape is buzzing with outrage, and the repercussions from this weekend are only just starting to ripple outward. It all took place on Sunday, May 10, 2026, at the iconic Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, North Carolina. As the final round reached its thrilling climax, the leaderboard featured an unexpected mix of contenders that few had forecasted at the beginning of the week. Veteran Rickie Fowler, the 37-year-old American star who had come agonizingly close to victory multiple times throughout the season, was in hot pursuit of his first win since 2023. Young Danish sensation Nicolai Højgaard was continuing to prove his meteoric rise in 2025 was built on genuine talent and not mere luck. Alex Fitzpatrick, fresh off earning his PGA Tour card just weeks earlier by teaming up with his brother Matt to win the Zurich Classic, was chasing a fairy tale continuation of his remarkable month. Yet it was Kristoffer Reitan, a name relatively unfamiliar even to dedicated golf enthusiasts, who ultimately stole the spotlight. The Norwegian had shown steady improvement all season, posting multiple top 15 finishes in his recent outings. He had demonstrated remarkable consistency and composure, patiently waiting for his breakthrough moment. That moment finally arrived on Sunday. Reitan entered the final round tied for the lead, facing enormous pressure with a massive $20 million purse on the line and a winner's check worth $3.6 million waiting at the end. Every swing was scrutinized under the bright lights of the cameras. Reitan navigated the back nine with absolute precision, carding flawless golf over his final 12 holes without dropping a single shot. He outmaneuvered a strong group that included Fowler, Højgaard, and Fitzpatrick to etch his name into the record books with his first PGA Tour title. The on-course celebration was filled with pure joy as he lifted the trophy and secured the life-changing payout. However, the real story that dominated discussions afterward had nothing to do with his excellent play. It centered on a brief but pivotal incident on the 14th hole. As Reitan prepared to stroke a crucial birdie putt, he addressed the ball carefully. After a practice swing, the ball shifted slightly. Reitan immediately stepped away, sensing the movement. He consulted with a nearby rules official before proceeding. Television replays revealed that his putter appeared to make very light contact with the ball, causing it to move before settling back roughly into its starting position. The official reviewed the situation and ruled there was no penalty. According to current guidelines, players can replace the ball without penalty if the movement is deemed accidental. Officials concluded that no deliberate advantage had been gained, allowing Reitan to continue his round uninterrupted. This call sparked immediate disagreement among observers. Wayne Riley, the respected Sky Sports golf analyst and former professional player known for his insightful and candid commentary, did not hold back during the live broadcast. "I don't know if I like that rule," Riley stated plainly. He suggested that any contact with the ball while standing over it during a putt should automatically result in a one-shot penalty. In a tournament ultimately decided by just one stroke, such a penalty would have dramatically altered the final outcome of this lucrative $20 million competition. Opinions across the golf world quickly split into opposing camps. Critics sided with Riley, arguing the current rule is overly lenient and that golfers must be held strictly accountable for any physical interaction with the ball. Defenders of the ruling pointed out that the displacement was minimal, the ball essentially returned to its original spot, and Reitan gained no real edge. The deeper issue, however, extended beyond this single judgment. It highlighted a regulatory system that relies heavily on subjective interpretation, creating space for endless debate and perceived unfairness. Many believe the framework itself is inherently problematic and in need of modernization. Compounding the rules controversy was the noticeable absence of several top-tier stars from what was supposed to be a premier showcase. World number one Scottie Scheffler opted to skip the event entirely, prioritizing recovery and preparation for the PGA Championship over another big-money appearance. Two-time major champion Colin Morikawa was also sidelined due to a persistent back injury, that had troubled him since early in the season. While Rory McIlroy, Xander Schauffele, Cameron Young, and Ricky Fowler were present, the pattern of absences raised serious questions. Golf analyst Sean Zach captured the frustration perfectly on social media. 3 signature events between the Masters and the PGA Championship, and not a single one featuring both McIlroy and Scheffler head-to-head. At the RBC Heritage, McIlroy sat out while Scheffler played. At the Cadillac Championship, the reverse happened. And at the Truist Championship, McIlroy competed but Scheffler rested. Fans expressed their disappointment loudly online. "This schedule is terrible," one wrote. Others demanded the return of traditional full-field events with cuts, complaining that stacking multiple high-prize signature tournaments back-to-back before a major championship was counterproductive. Many specifically lamented missing Scheffler at Quail Hollow, especially after his dominant 5-stroke victory there the previous year. The signature event model was originally created to ensure stronger, more competitive fields and exciting marquee matchups. Instead, it has evolved into a logistical headache where even the game's biggest names must strategically pick and choose their appearances, often favoring rest over rich paydays. The result is frustrated fans who feel shortchanged. Although the 14th hole incident might have faded quickly as a minor footnote, Wayne Riley's straightforward criticism breathed new life into the discussion. Riley is widely admired for his deep understanding of the game and his engaging style, making his call for change particularly influential. He advocated for a straightforward, zero-tolerance approach: touch the ball accidentally or not, incur the penalty. No gray areas, no lengthy reviews, just clarity and consistency. Golf has always celebrated its emphasis on honesty, self-policing, and sportsmanship. Yet this episode revealed cracks in that foundation. Wright did everything correctly by stepping away and seeking official guidance, yet debate still erupted because the rule invites ambiguity. Riley's comments focused not on accusing anyone of wrongdoing, but on questioning the rule and the broader system, a perspective that carries significant weight coming from a lifelong insider. The Truist Championship has now concluded. Kristoffer Wright departs with his well-earned trophy and prize money. Ricky Fowler adds yet another near miss to his resume. The $20 million has been handed out. Nevertheless, the underlying problems persist: a flawed tournament calendar, inconsistent rules interpretation, and top players frequently missing key events. PGA Tour leadership acknowledges these challenges. CEO Brian Rollup is reportedly developing an ambitious overhaul for the 2027 season, including a more condensed calendar with roughly 20 to 22 high-value events of equal importance. The confusing signature event label would disappear, replaced by greater clarity on which tournaments truly matter. The season would run primarily from mid-February through September, potentially ending the long-standing Hawaii swing after more than 5 decades. Additional changes under consideration include larger 120-player fields with 36-hole cuts, moving away from the smaller, no-cut formats that have faced ongoing criticism. A 2-tier promotion and relegation system is also said to be in discussion. While nothing is finalized pending player board approval, the overall direction aims to create more compelling top-versus-top showdowns and reduce situations where skipping a lucrative event makes strategic sense. For the dedicated fans who tuned in expecting excellence but witnessed missing stars, scheduling confusion, and rules drama, these reforms cannot arrive quickly enough. The golf world remains stirred up, and the PGA Tour seems finally ready to address the core issues. What are your thoughts? Should the PGA Tour revise its ball movement regulations for greater clarity and fairness, or do you believe the officials made the correct call during the Truist Championship? Share your opinions in the comments. And if you're eager to stay informed on every major development, rules debate, and shift of power within the game of golf, make sure to subscribe. The conversation and changes are only beginning.